Good morning, grade 2. This is teacher Naga. Today we are going to talk about, what are we going to talk about? We are going to talk about a story. We are going to talk about a story. We are going to listen and read. Let's go. Okay, let's start. Can you tell me by looking at the pictures, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about? Excellent, we are going to talk about a story. A story, we are going to talk about a story. What do you see here? What do you see here? What is this? What is this? Excellent, it's a monster. It's a monster. It is a monster. A monster. Can we continue reading the words? Monster. Head. Head. A tail. Tail. Ugly. Ugly. Friendly. Friendly. Sleepy. Sleepy. Asleep. Asleep. Scared. Scared. Let's listen to the story and then we will read.
Pupil's book, Unit 8, page 88. Reading.
A very funny monster. Yesterday, John was in bed. It was 9 o'clock in the evening. John was sleepy. It was 10:30. John was asleep. His book was on the bed. It was a funny book. It was 11:30. A monster was on John's bed. But John was not scared. It was ugly, but it was friendly. Its head was big. Its nose was round. Its ears were huge and thick. Its tail was long and thin. Its hair was black. Its eyes were green. Its arms were long, but its legs were short. Its hands were small, and its feet were big. It was a very funny monster. Now it is 7 o'clock. It is morning. John is waking up. The monster is not on John's bed now. Was the monster on John's bed? Look at John's book. What is in it?
Okay, everyone. Okay, everyone. So, we are talking about a monster. We are talking about a story about a monster. When did the story take place? When did the story take place? Can anyone tell me? Excellent. It took place yesterday. Yesterday. Did it take place in the evening or in the morning? In the evening or in the morning? Excellent. In the evening. It took place in the evening. Let's read. Before reading, can I ask you a question? What in this picture? What is on John's bed? What's on John's bed? What's on John's bed? Can anyone tell me what's on John's bed? Excellent. On John's bed there is a book. Excellent. What does the time read? What does the clock read here? What does the clock read? Excellent. It is 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. What does the clock read here? Bravo. It's 10:30. 10:30. Now, what do you see on John's bed in this picture? What do you see on John's bed? We see the monster. Excellent. We see the monster. What's the color of the monster? Bravo. It's purple. What does the clock read here? What does the clock read? Excellent. It reads 11:30. 11:30. Can we all look at the last picture? Can we all look at the last picture? What does the time read here? What does the time read? Excellent, it reads 7. Is it in the morning or in the evening? Bravo, it's in the morning. We can see the light coming through the window. So it's in the morning. Is it the same day or the next day? Excellent, it's the next day. Excellent, second grade. Okay, so now let's move to the reading comprehension. What we need to do, we need to read these sentences and underline the wrong words in the sentence. There are some words that make the sentence wrong. We need to underline them. And then we need to correct them to make the sentences correct. Let's start. Yesterday, John was in bed. It was 9 o'clock in the morning. John was sleepy. Can you tell me where is the wrong word here? What's the word that makes the sentence wrong? Can you tell? Can you tell? You can go back to the story and read and then tell me which one is wrong. Excellent. So we have the morning. It wasn't in the morning, it was in the evening. Excellent. It was 9:30. John was not asleep. It was 9:30. John was not asleep. Let's look. It was 10:30. John was asleep. So we have 9 wrong and we can delete the not because John was asleep. Okay. A monster was under John's bed. It was ugly, but it was friendly. Where was the monster? Where was the monster? Was it under John's bed? Excellent. It was on John's bed. It was on John's bed. So under is the wrong word. Its head was big. Its tail was long and fat. It was a very funny mouse. Where are the wrong words? Where are the wrong words? Let's go back. Its head was big. Its nose was round. Its ears were huge and thick. Its tail was long and thin. Its hair was black. Its eyes were green. Its arms were long, but its legs were short. Its hands were small and its feet were big. It was a very funny monster. Can you tell me now what is wrong? What's the wrong words? Excellent. Its tail was long and what? And thin. Excellent. It was a very funny mouse. Was it a mouse? Was it a mouse? No, it was a monster. Excellent. Okay, now let's start writing the sentences in the correct form. Let's write them down. It was 9 o'clock in the evening. It was 10:30. John was asleep. A monster was what under? Excellent. On John's bed. head was big. Its tail was long and fat. Excellent. And thin. It was a very funny. What, mouse? Mouse is the correct word. Excellent. It was a very funny monster. Excellent. Grade 1. Thank you. Grade 2. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this class. I hope you read again and again the story because it's very important. And I want you to put a line under was and where. I want you to put a line under was and where. The past tense, was and where. Thank you very much.